Dear students, welcome to my presentation. I am Vinay Kumar C, Assistant Professor, Sri Venkataramana Swamy College, Bantwal. Subject Cost and Management Accounting 1 to BCom third semester as per the Mangalore University. In early session we are discussed and also we have done the number of problems towards a cost sheet, but today we are going to study about estimate, tenders, and also called as a quotation. It is very important for the purpose of examination. Under the examination you may be expect the questions towards this topic, and also we are going to do some problems towards estimates, tenders, and also called as a quotation. Okay, so very often a manufacturer is asked to submit a tender or to quote prices for the supply of the commodities he produce or for completing a job. So this is everywhere. You may be finding that the number of manufacturers, they are going to manufacture the various products. Okay, before they are going to manufacture those products, they require a tender from the manufacturer. Okay, so if you are not going to provide a tender, you cannot get the job. Okay, that's why the tender or the quotation, it is always very important for the purpose of a business transaction. Okay, so basically what is tender or what is quotation? So it is the price at which a producer is prepared to supply a particular product. Okay, a tender or a quotation has to be prepared very carefully as per the receipts of orders depends upon the acceptance of the quotations supplied by the manufacturer. Hope you are understood. So what are the information that is required to prepare the quotation? Basically detailed information regarding the cost of raw material, wages, chargeable expenses and different overheads, right? And the producer has to ascertain and find out the possible changes in the price of the materials and rate of the wages and other costs. So he has to ascertain the amount of variable, semi-variable, fixed, indirect expenses on the basis of past experience, right? Next, what do you mean by an estimates? Estimates are also prepared for planned production. Is the predetermination of the cost of a product in advance of production, right? This is a theory regarding estimation and tender. So this is the problem you may expect in your examination. So under this problem they are given the information. They are following are the particulars for the production of 2000 swing machines for the year 2012, right? So now they decide to manufacture these swing machines. Okay, so what are the material that required? The cost of material is 1,60,000, wages is 2,40,000, manufacturing expenses is 1 lakh, depreciation is 1,20,000, rent, rate and insurance is 20,000, selling expenses is 60,000, general expenses is 40,000, sales is 8 lakh. So the company plans to manufacture 3,000 swing machines during 2013. Okay, now they are under 2012, but they decide to manufacture 1,000 swing, more than 1,000 swings. That means this year is 2,000. In next year, additional 1,000 swing machines are manufacturing. So they plan for manufacturing those machines. So you are required to submit a statement showing the price at which machines would be sold as to earn a profit of 10% on selling price. So this is the question they are asking, and also they are provide the additional information is supplied. First one, price of material is expected to rise by 20%. Okay, material price should be increased. Wage rate are expected to show increase of 5%. Manufacturing expenses will rise in proportion to the combined cost of materials and wages. Next one, selling expenses per unit will remain the same and other expenses will remain unaffected by the rise in output. Okay, this is the information. Before we are doing the solution, first we need to calculate. First we need to do a statement called a cost sheet for the year 2012. Okay, old cost sheet is required, and next we move on to the preparation of tender. Okay, right. So this is the solution. Cost sheet for the year ending 2012. Okay, so this is the question. You need to prepare both the cost sheet and as well as the quotation price. Okay, for this also they are providing the marks, and also for preparation of quotation price also they are providing the marks in an examination. Okay, you no need to skip this topic. Okay, so you need to do both. As earlier, we know that the elements of cost, total cost and cost per unit. The output is 2000 swing machine during the year 2012. This is the information. So cost of material is 1,60,000. 1,60,000 divided by 2000, 80 is the per unit. Hope you are understood. Wages is 2,40,000. Cost per unit is 120. So now we getting the prime cost. For similarly, we should add the manufacturing expenses 1 lakh rupee. Then we get the work cost and also called as the factory cost. That is 5,000. And then you add office overheads like depreciation, rent, rates, general expenses. Then you get the cost of production is 6,80,000. Okay, per unit is 340. How you arrived this 340? 6,80,000 divided by 2000 output. Okay, then you get the 340. Again you add the selling overhead, that is 60,000. Then you get the cost of sales and also called as a total cost, that is 7,40,000. Okay, sales is 8 lakh. So out of 8 lakh deduct 7,40,000. 60,000 is the profit, right? So this is the cost sheet for the year ending 2012. So now we need to do a statement showing the quotation price for how much? For 3,000 swaying machine for the year 2003. Okay, so the management, that means the manufacturer, is decide and he planned to do more than, that means 1,000 additional swing machines should be manufactured. That means he is expecting that 3,000 swing machines should be manufactured in the year 2013. Okay, so now we need to get that additional information. As per the additional information, we need to make some changes in the cost of material and whatever the expenses they told. Okay, straight away we move on to the problem. Okay, so before we are going to do this statement, so we need to calculate some working notes. See, this is the note. Depreciation, rent, rates and insurance, general expenses are treated as office overhead. Cost of material per unit for year 2012 is rupees 80, right? For this you need to increase at 20% of it. So 80 multiplied by 20 by 100, you are getting 16. And the material cost per unit for 2013 is 96,000. Okay, now you are getting. So when you are doing the estimation, cost of material should be 3,000 multiplied by 96. Then you get the 2,88,000 rupees as a cost to the cost of materials. Okay, it should be note down these working notes. And also similarly increase 20% of it, 2,40,000. and that you are getting a material cost for 2013 is 2,88,000. For wages also we are increasing 5%. The cost per unit is 126. Then again you are going to increase the manufacturing expenses. See, the combined cost, material and wages means prime cost. Prime cost for 2012 is 200. Manufacturing expenses per unit is 50. When the prime cost per unit is 2013 is rupees 222, then the manufacturing expenses per unit for 2013 would be 50 divided by 200 and multiplied by 222. So rupees 55.50 is the per unit. Therefore, the total manufacturing expenses for 3000 swing machine will be 3000 multiplied by 55.50. So rupees 1,66,500 should be shown on manufacturing expenses under the statement showing the quotation price. So note down. First one is increasing in raw material, then increase 20% on 2,40,000. Okay. Then towards the manufacturing expenses, okay, for 250 is the manufacturing expenses. For 220 how much? So 50.50 is the per unit for a new one. So this is the working note. Again, the other expenses like depreciation, rent, rates, insurance, general expenses remain the same, only per unit varies. That means in total cost you should write the whatever the amount you are taken in the cost sheet. Okay, so that amount divided by 3000 swing machine, that means 3000 output, then the per unit will be vary under the statement showing the quotation price. Okay. See the calculation of profit, 10% on selling price. When the selling price is not given, so assume it is 100. So profit is 10. So now you understood. So if they are telling 10% of it, that means 10 is the profit and 90 rupees is the cost. When the cost is 90, profit is at 10. Okay. For 11 lakh 2,500 how much? So this is the amount. It should be coming under statement showing on quotation price. Total cost should be coming, that is 11 lakh 2,500. So for 11 lakh 2,500, how much the profit should be? So 1,22,500 should be the answer for calculation of profit. Okay. So these are the various working notes towards additional information. Okay. Now we move on to the solution part. Okay, as per the working note, we need to calculate, we need to do a statement showing the quotation price for 3000 swing machines for the year 2013. Okay, the element under the element of cost, the first one is cost of material. So again, you should remember. So earlier under the cost sheet, 80 rupees is the per unit under cost of material. For 80, 10% of it. That means 16 rupees. So 80 plus 16 rupees, 96 rupees is the per unit. So 96 multiplied by 3000. So 2,88,000 is the cost of material. Similarly for wages, earlier nothing but in 2012 it is 120 rupees. For that 5% of it, that means 6 rupee. So 1,26,000 rupee multiplied by 3000, 3,78,000 is the wages. Oh. Then add 2,88,000 and 3,78,000. So 6,66,000 is the prime cost. Okay, now we get the 222 is the prime cost. Next, manufacturing expenses. So now we are doing the calculation towards manufacturing expenses. Okay, so there we get the 55.50. So 55.50 multiplied by 3000, 1,66,500 is the manufacturing expenses. So again, we are getting the work cost and also called as the factory cost, that is 8,32,500. So add 6,66,000 plus 1,66,500. So 8,32,500 is the work cost. For that you need to calculate per unit. So 8,32,500 divided by 3,000, 277.50 is the per unit. Then office overhead. So here under the office overhead there is no changes. Depreciation 1,20,000, rates 20,000, and then general expenses is 40. So total 10,12,500 is the cost of production. Okay, for these expenditure the per unit is 40, 6.67, 13.33, 337.50 are the per unit towards depreciation, rent and general expenses, and also the cost of production. For this add selling overhead. For selling overhead also there is a calculation. Okay, so under the selling overhead is 90,000. So 11,02,500 is the total cost. So here also we have done some calculation towards profit, that is for as already we are assuming that 100 rupees is the selling price, the profit should be 10, that means 90 is the total cost. For 90, 10 rupees is the profit. For 11,02,500, how much? That is 1,22,500 is the calculated profit. Okay, 11,200, 2,500 plus 1,22,500, 12,25,000 is the quotation price. For this the per unit is divided by 3,000, 408.33 is the per unit for quotation price. Okay, these are the some information, and also towards the tender and quotation, and also we done the problem towards this topic. Anyway, thank you for watching.